Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you for our daily dose of Pinellas Park Church of Christ. Just wanted to spend a little bit of time continuing our thoughts from the life of David. Been reading about David during this downtime and just some of the things that he went through, some of the things that he brought upon himself, some of the ways that God held him responsible, and then likewise, just what a great king David was and what a great spiritual leader he ends up being. But thinking of specifically the time that he sins with Bathsheba and just so many things involved there. He stays home from war. He ends up on a roof. He is enticed by the neighbor. He goes and he sees her, comes back, has that momentary lapse, that sin with her, and then he decides to try to cover it up, then ends up killing her husband, and just all along the way has all of these different things that he's doing that is going to lead to trouble for him down the road. And I can't help but think of the Psalm, Psalm 32, and when it comes to the life of David. And it's just one of those psalms that he writes, and it just has to do with him uncovering the sin that he had committed. The psalm begins by saying, "Blessed is the one whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is revealed." Whose sin is revealed. I'm live streaming. Blessed is the man who against the Lord counts no iniquity, and whose spirit is no deceit. For when I kept silent, my bones wasted away, though my groaning all the day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me, and my strength was dried up, and by the heat of summer. I acknowledge my sin to you. He changes here. At first, he was covering things up. At first, he acknowledges that he's not forthright with it. But then, once he lays it out there, it becomes better. Once he lays the problem, gets it out in front of him, then it begins to become better. So there are several different ways in which he acknowledges that. First, he said, "I acknowledge my sin, and I did not cover it." Then it says he confessed his transgressions. Then it says that he goes and he, prays. I think this time that we have that's down is a time that can be a time of introspection, a time when we put away the distractions. We're not going out. We're not running here and there. And it's a time when we can have, a period of great spiritual reflection to think about the way that we conduct our own lives, the way that we conduct ourselves in this world. So take advantage of this time in a very personal way. Take advantage of this time to get that introspection that David had and that so many others have had, and reach inside and find those things that indeed can be a blessing to you. But that is all for our daily dose today. I've got repairs going on in the background for my water heater, so I'm going to keep it short. But God bless you, and thank you for tuning in today.